so tonight's homework is pretty important. It's all about my expectations for the presentation that you will be using during the opening statement. It is a requirement of this proficiency, so it's really important that you know what it is that I'm going to be looking for this part of the debate. All right, what to include? You're going to have an opening slide where you're going to list your arguments, if you're pro or con, or basically what your topic is. You need to name everyone in the group. For the bulk of the presentation, at least one slide should be for each of your arguments. For each argument slide, include the best facts and points for that argument. So you're going to have an opening slide that lists your topic, if you're pro or con, the names of everyone in your group. And then the bulk of the presentation will have at least one slide for each argument, and you should only be putting the facts and points for that argument on it. All right, so as far as videos and photos, don't include too many items that's going to distract from your opening speech. If you can embed the videos into the PowerPoint, great. Instead of having to open a browser page or switch between one thing or another, you're going to be using your iPad for this, so it's really not that big of a deal, but just think about the flow for everybody as we're watching, during the actual speech. If you use photos that are not common source, then you need to cite them. So don't forget that you should have a slide at the end with citation if you need to. Tips and tricks for presentations during speeches. Think bigger font, less writing. If I'm sitting way at the back of the room, I need to be able to see what it is that you're doing or what you're talking about. Also, think about the color of your font choice. If you're using a white background, black looks good. A lot of colors look good, but yellow, like a bright yellow on a white background, is impossible to read. So really take a look at that and make sure that it is something that even the person at the back of the classroom is going to be able to see it. Think of pictures. Those are always entertaining and stuff, but they have to match with the topic, and don't put too much on because we don't want to be distracted. Change the background a little bit. A little effort goes a long way. If you can find something to do with the background, I think that would help. But one thing, going back to the background now that I think about it, because I've had students in the past that will put like a huge picture as the background, and it can kind of make it hard to read some of your writing and stuff. So less is more, but a little bit of effort will really help. So don't make it too busy and distracting. Also, think about who's going to flip through the presentation. It's happening during the opening statement. So is it going to be the opening statement person, or is it going to be someone else on the team that's listening to what's happening and flipping through the slides as it's going? Prepare, right? The most prepared debate team is the one that's going to win. So prepare who's going to be doing what. You're a team, work together. All right, so review. You're going to have an opening slide. What is the title or topic of your argument or your debate, and what are the members of your group? You need to have at least 3 slides, one for each argument, small amounts of info and pictures, and then practice your time and delivery of the speech and the presentation together. Okay? All right, you're done. Honor students, don't forget to scroll down and do the digital portion of the whisk, and I'll see you in class tomorrow. I'm getting excited for the debates. Okay.